Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. I want to share something that happened in my garden recently that really spoke to my heart. I have this plant that was doing okay, but it just seemed stuck. It wasn't really growing much. So, I decided to transplant it into a much bigger pot, and what happened next was incredible. Within just a week, it was like a totally different plant. New leaves started sprouting, reaching higher and higher. The color became so much richer and more vibrant, and I could tell its roots were happily settling into all that fresh new soil. As I was just standing there, watching this quiet little miracle unfold, I felt this gentle whisper in my spirit. This is what I do with you. Isn't that just like God? Sometimes, we outgrow the places where we've been planted. We get comfortable, our roots start circling the same old soil. And even though we might have thrived there for a season, there comes a point where God says, it's time for more. And when He decides to transplant us, whether it's into a new job, a new city, a new relationship, or just a new season of life, it's not to unsettle us. It's not to make us uncomfortable just for the sake of it. It's to prepare us for greater growth, for a bigger blessing, for a wider impact. Being spiritually transplanted can look like a lot of different things. And maybe you're going through one of these right now. It could be a career change that feels scary and forces you to depend on God in a way you never have before. It might be a move to a new community where you don't know anyone, but you feel a clear call to serve and be a light there. Or it could be what the Bible calls a pruning season, a time where God lovingly strips away distractions, relationships, or habits that are holding you back so that you can finally bear the lasting fruit He has destined for you. In every single one of these scenarios, God's hand is steady on our roots. He knows exactly what He's doing. This reminds me of what God said to the people of Israel when they were in exile, feeling uprooted and forgotten in Babylon. In Jeremiah 29 verse 11, He reassured them with this incredible promise. For I know the thoughts that I think toward you, says the Lord, thoughts of peace and not of evil, to give you a future and a hope. Think about that. They were literally displaced, living in a foreign land, feeling like God had abandoned them. But God was right there, working behind the scenes on His perfect plan. He was reminding them that displacement doesn't mean disfavor. Being moved from your comfort zone isn't a punishment. It's often the very preparation you need for the promise that's on its way. When I looked at my thriving, happy plant in its new, bigger pot, another verse came to mind. It's from Psalm 92, verse 13. Those who are planted in the house of the Lord shall flourish in the courts of our God. What I love about this is that it shows us where our true source of flourishing comes from. It's not about being in the most comfortable pot or the most predictable circumstances. Flourishing comes from being planted where God chooses, with our roots running deep into His presence. When our lives are rooted in Him, we can flourish anywhere, even if the soil around us feels new, unfamiliar, or even a little bit scary. Jesus talked about this principle too, in John chapter 15. He used the metaphor of a vine and its branches. In verse 2, He says, every branch in me that does not bear fruit, He takes away, and every branch that bears fruit, He prunes, that it may bear more fruit. Did you catch that? Even when we are bearing fruit, even when things are going well, God still prunes us. He still repositions us. Why? Not to harm us, not to set us back, but to increase our capacity to bear more fruit, to bring Him more glory. He sees the potential in us that we can't even see in ourselves, and He's committed to helping us reach it. He's looking for a greater harvest. The beautiful truth is that God's plan for your life always leads toward enlargement, not limitation. He is a God of more, a God of abundance. He's not trying to keep you small. This is so clear in Isaiah 54 verse 2, where He says, enlarge the place of your tent, and let them stretch out the curtains of your dwellings. Do not spare. Lengthen your cords, and strengthen your stakes. This is a direct invitation from God to get ready for His blessings. He's telling us to make room in our hearts and in our lives for what He's about to do. He's saying, don't be afraid to stretch. Don't be afraid of the new territory I'm giving you. Expect me to do big things. So, if you feel like God is transplanting you right now, if He's moving you out of the familiar and into something new, I want to encourage you today. Trust His plan. His hands are gentle, even when the process feels rough. His timing is perfect, even when it feels too slow or too fast. And His purpose for you is eternal, far beyond what you can see in this moment. Remember, the ultimate purpose of our lives isn't just to grow for our own sake. It's to glorify and magnify God through our growth. The ultimate goal of our faith is to live forever with Him and His Son, Jesus Christ. And every season of transplanting and pruning is preparing us for that eternity. Let's learn to trust the gardener. He has the master plan for the entire garden. He knows exactly where to plant us, exactly how to prune us, and exactly when to move us to a bigger pot. He sees the full, beautiful garden of eternity, even when all we can see is the dark soil right beneath our feet. That small pot was never meant to be the plant's final destination. It was just a phase. And this world, with all its limitations, was never meant to be the limit of your calling. You were planted for His glory, you are growing for His purpose, and you are destined for His eternal presence. Thank you so much for watching today. If this message resonated with you, please give it a thumbs up and share it with someone who might need to hear it. And don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss our next video. God bless you, and I'll see you in the next one.